excited for the game to get here. You know, you kind of hit this point in any of these bowls. I'd probably, especially a playoff, you're just kind of ready for it to be here. So we've prepared well, confident in the way our team's approached this entire month. We've had a great week here so far, but can't wait for Saturday night.
Yeah. You know, I look, it's my fault, whatever it is. I get that. You know, for a long time, I thought that I was misunderstood to some degree, but I also feel like that's my fault, you know, in terms of how you present yourself. And, you know, Miss Terry talks about having a blind spot, which is how you perceive yourself and how everybody else perceives you, you know, the part in the middle. And she said mine is as big as the Grand Canyon. So I think that probably sums it up pretty well.
Wow, we'll see. You know, we'll see. That's those things are what they are. He's battling, so we'll see where he's at Saturday. I think it's been fun. I mean, I don't know if it's added anything extra. I mean, he was going to rehab and push as hard as he could anyway to be in this game, whether it was played here or on the moon. So, I mean, it's I think he's excited about playing at home, but I don't know that's had a big factor on his rehab or his approach to it. I think he's motivated for this team and wants to help us win a championship.
Well, I think the defense has sort of been a little bit of a work in progress this year. We lost a bunch of guys last year. We had a lot of new faces, a lot of inexperience, guys that were in different roles than what they've been in the past. Probably didn't have quite as much depth going into the season, so we had some younger players that needed to develop. And I think the players did a really good job of developing the confidence that they needed. I thought early in the season maybe we made a lot of mental errors. People were a little uncertain, not really secure, and they knew what to do, but they were almost a little afraid to do it. And being aggressive and assertive in communication and playing together, and you know that's sort of developed in a very positive way throughout the course of the year, and I think that's helped our performance quite a bit.
Oh, just a collective effort of a lot of people, you know, that's made it work. You know, a great offensive staff here these years, a great staff that hung in there when the transition happened between Bob and I 2 years ago now. We've had a lot of great players, a lot of great support from the administration. It takes a lot of people, and but the meshing of these people that we have has worked, and so you got to give credit to everybody. You know, I think Jalen, it looks like, has really developed as a thrower as well, and so yeah, certainly it makes them, you know, even more difficult to defend, kind of regardless of who's out there. So you know, it looks like they're comfortable running, you know, the full offense with both of the guys.
He's done things in practice that make you feel as though he doesn't have lingering issues. He's been able to move around in the pocket. He's been able to throw the ball on the run. So last week when we were practicing, you know, back in Tuscaloosa, there were signs that maybe he wasn't 100%, but it seems like this week he's getting closer and closer to that.
Yeah, you've learned a lot. I mean, even like a day like today, you don't do this at any other bowl game anywhere. I mean, there's just some different things that go with these playoffs. The build up seems like the entire country, you know, is focused on 2 games for about 30 days, and so there's a lot of attention, a lot of build up, a few different things that you have to do as far as handling it. I think our team's ready. None of this is new for us. The schedule, the early signing day, all that we talked about back in Norman is still a big factor, and handling all that. And I think, you know, we're more equipped to do it than we've ever been.